more than 1,000 students in the Baltimore public school system haven't attended the first 2 weeks of school. Nice. And a lot of volunteers are definitely staying late to call the parents to find out why.
Yes, and we talked to a few folks who actually work in the school system, parents as well, who are saying that a lot of these children who are counted in this number are actually homeless.
Yep.
And don't have the means to, one, either get the uniforms and the supplies and the things that they need for school, or two, they don't have a way to school. Their parents may be dealing with some sort of mental health issue, things of that nature. But also, and this is another point to consider, some of these children are actually children of people who may be considered illegal immigrants. And so those folks are keeping their children at home because they are scared, of ICE coming to the school or coming to their home through their children.
I talked to another, person that's close to the school system, and they'll remain anonymous for various reasons. But they quote, a lot of these kids just don't have money for shoes and uniforms and to get their hair done, and they are afraid to be sent to school because the moms and dads know they'll be teased, or someone will call CPS on the students because they're looking at the students' image and how they are portrayed at school, and they might get CPS called on them. So for that reason, a lot of the moms and dads are afraid to send their kids to school, which is just it's so sad and disheartening, because the school is supposed to be a safe space. Of course, we know that,
right? And
we see what happens so many with these school violence, and school is no longer always the safe space, like the same way that church is no longer always a safe space. So to all the students, and I want to give kudos to a lot of the administration, because I just reading up on this and talking to some of the administrators as far as principals and teachers, a lot of these principals and teachers are actually stepping up, picking up these students that are staying in hotels and that are misplaced, and actually picking them up, getting them the things they need, and are taking them back and forth to school. And they don't get the props they're not doing it for praise. They're not getting on social media saying I did this, but I have for a fact know that there are a lot of administrators that are actually doing all they can to help this.
Remember how the barbershops and hair salons used to do free haircuts to go back to school, and we have the big giveaways. Not that we need to get back to that, but I think it got separated. Everybody wanted to do their own thing and be like, well, I'm doing this and I'm doing this. We need to have the we again to get that one big, let's all go to different schools and cut hair and get that back.
Yeah, and I think also to Pork's point, touching the children who really need to be touched and provide outreach to them in that way. Sometimes when we're promoting our own giveaways and our give backs and things of that nature, we're only promoting to our close circle or people who may already follow us. Right. Sometimes those kids already have those resources. Right. We need to make a more conscious effort of really meeting these kids who really, really, really need it, because there's levels.
Yeah,
and
definitely
making sure that they're touched as well and get these resources too.
So we'll definitely keep you informed as this story transpires. But as we know, over 1,000 students in the Baltimore public school system have not attended school the first 2 weeks. And thankful once again to all the teachers and all the administration that's doing all you can with the resources you have.